Salveta. In this lesson, we're going to learn about interrogative particles, tiny words that we use in Latin in order to ask questions. In English, as we know, questions are asked by rearranging the order of a sentence. So we would make the statement, "You are walking," but we would ask the question as, "Are you walking?" switching the words are and you. That is an honest question, but there are also ways in English to ask a yes-no question while making clear what the expectation of the answer is. There are three ways to do this. The first way is that if we are expecting a yes answer, we can make a statement of the expectation and then reverse it in a question. For example, we would say, "You are going to town, aren't you?" We have a positive statement of expectation, "You are," and then we follow it with the reverse, "You aren't." It makes clear the expectation that the person is going to say yes, that they are going to town. We can do the reverse and ask a question leading the listener to know that they should answer no. We make the statement of expectation, again, in the negative this time, and then we reverse it as a positive question. For example, "You aren't going to town, are you?" The negative expectation is set in the statement, aren't, and then it is reversed in the question, are you? We can also ask honest questions that have no expectation, just, "Are you going to town?" Because Latin has a flexible word order, Latin will not be able to use word order to show these expectations. Instead, it uses tiny words called particles to express that expectation. For example, when you are expecting a yes answer, we will start the question with the word nonne. So for example, if we asked "Nonne ambulas?" this would translate to the English, "You are walking, aren't you?" We have the positive statement of expectation, and then the flip in a question. Notice the "aren't you" flipped question at the end is part of the nonne interrogative particle. Likewise, if we're expecting a no, we start our question with the particle num. For example, "Num ambulas?" which would translate to "You aren't walking, are you?" We start the question with that negative expectation, aren't, and then reverse it in the question. Now the reversed question again at the end, "Are you?" is part of the num. Finally, we have honest questions, which we had learned in a previous chapter, where we just add "ne" to the end of the first word in our question. For example, "Ambulas ne?" which would mean, "Are you walking?" There is no expectation, just an honest question that could be asked either way. That's it for interrogative particles. Waleta!